I zoomed in front of him and I ripped down the Queen Street axis, and then he wasn't behind me. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I pulled over. Car came over, started yelling at me. Then my buddy showed up, and then things ensued, and I ended up getting pepper sprayed.
Oh, shit.
So that was Monday, January 4th. And so I had this like crazy story, but then January 6th happened, and my story just got totally like sidewashed. And it was funny because seeing the protesters getting pepper sprayed and crying, I was like, it's not that bad. Like, I just got pepper sprayed. You're overreacting. Yeah.
Just Drew.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You know the drill. I hope everyone's having a great week. Thanks for tuning in, and let's just get into it. Today's guest is Glenn Paul. He is a Hamilton-based musician and educator whose journey has brought him from punk rock to cruise ships and now back to the city where it all began. Glenn grew up in Hamilton, spending his early years in punk and post-rock bands before taking an unexpected turn into jazz. He studied at Mohawk College and later at McMaster University, where he learned to read music and played with the McMaster Jazz Big Band. After school, he spent 4 years playing drums on cruise ships with musicians from all around the world and visiting over 17 different countries. After returning home in 2014, he thought he might want to move to a bigger city, but luckily rediscovered Hamilton's creative energy and decided to stay. Since then, Glenn has built a life centered around teaching, gigging, and performing at weddings and corporate events all around Ontario. He's recently rekindled his love for jazz, creating a live performance of A Charlie Brown Christmas, which started off as a few shows and has grown into a full-blown tour, including a show at the Lighthouse Festival Theater, which we may just have some tickets to give away for. You will have to stay tuned to find out. Here is Glenn Paul.
Hey you, you're listening to Just Drew. Just Drew. Just Drew.
I mean, like, you're used to having a microphone in front of your face, so
Not often.
you don't
No.
like sing. It's just strictly instruments.
Yeah, like I've almost always been just a drummer. Like that's always like the first call I get. Any of the other instruments has been like me making something happen. And
Yeah.
then I'm playing guitar, maybe doing a little bit of singing, but no, having a mic is not the norm for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's cool. I'm getting used to it. I kind of like it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I like your story because you went from like one extreme to the other extreme, I would say.
Yeah.
Like punk to jazz is quite a jump.
Yeah, pretty much. it feels not that extreme, but it happened so fast. Like, so I started playing in grade 9, and the goal was like, oh, I just want to play in a band. And so I got a drum set, but at the time, no one else needed a drummer. So I picked up guitar, and then I was like playing guitar in punk bands. But by like the time grade 12 came, I was getting into like Mars Volta, and like I had been in some ska records that had horns and stuff, and then I was kind of getting exposed to jazz. But when I was in grade 12, about to apply to colleges and universities, I kind of decided last minute to go to music school. And then I did that. So I ended up going to music school on a whim, and that's really when it was 100% jazz all the way through. So that was like really starting from the bottom. I remember at that point, I would have been playing drums like 7 years and working with my teacher at the time, Kevin Dempsey, on holding drumsticks. And so that was like jazz 101, like working from like the fundamentals of like the coordination of it and all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, punk and jazz was kind of the background. And then these days, it's been almost all entirely jazz, especially with this Christmas run.
Yeah.
So it's been good. Yeah.
Do you like to play punk at home for fun, or?
You know what? Playing loud music for fun these days hasn't come up as much, but I think left my own devices when I'm at home, it's more like post-rock and like slow, sludgier things like Deftones and things like that.
And your tastes change over time.
That's just it. So. Yeah, but like the last time I played like those type of beats, like I don't even know. I haven't tried in a long time.
Is that like the basic rhythm for punk?
Yeah, it's like a classic, whatever you can think of, like Josie by Blink-182.
Yeah.
That pretty much all the way through is like
it's funny
punk,
how like each genre kind of has a beat. Like Latins is always like dum, 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 dum. And then jazz is like what?
Yeah, just
like
I think the term I always use when I teach is walk the dog, like walk the dog, walk the dog, walk the dog.
the classic, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like what they call like a 3-time swing, or?
I don't know. That term might be more of like a musical theater thing.
Okay.
But I think like a jazz and 3/4 would be like 1 2 1 2 something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to Miles Davis, I think that the high selling jazz record, there's a song called All Blues. That would be like a 3/4 swing theme that's popular.
Okay.
But yeah, every music really does have its genre, and then I feel like there's always patterns that are more popular. And for a while, if you think like One Dance by Drake, which is like, or Ed Sheeran had a song, Taste of You. Dun, 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 like,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like there was like a moment where it's like, oh, that's like the hot rhythm right now. There's
Yeah.
like One Dance, Taste of You, and there's probably like a couple other ones I'm forgetting.
Yeah. And I just learned the other day that drum rhythms can't be copyrighted.
I guess not. I don't know how the whole copyright industry works. I know there was the whole thing like a Katy Perry song where she was successful in not getting sued or something. Yeah, the music copyright world is strange, and I think it'll get stranger with AI music and things like that.
Have you been listening?
Not closely. Yeah, not too closely.
You haven't heard anything yet?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I have something that'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I think I heard one on the radio where they played a snippet of it. It was Oasis, like it was Oasis. It was before like they had a reunion.
Yeah.
It was a couple of years ago, but they're like, oh, this is like Oasis that someone made with AI, and it sounds like the new Oasis record.
Oh my god.
And it was kind of mind blowing. Yeah.
The ones I've been seeing is people taking modern music and turning into like 1950s rock, like early rock.
Okay.
And so they take like 50 Cent and turn it into like this old timey music and Eminem.
And it sounds real.
Oh
eh?
my god.
Oh man, you'll have to send me a link to that. That
I
sounds
will.
cool.
Yeah. See, like if I had my co-host here, well, we would rip it up right
Yeah,
now. But
pull it up. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay. I'll reference it maybe in the
Yeah, we can
posting.
cut it in post. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. I have not seen that.
It's scary. It's like I feel like just this last 6 months, stuff has been starting to come out where like it's hard to really tell. Because I think prior to that, you're like, it's as good, but you can tell that there's something to it that isn't quite human.
I think the term's uncanny valley, right?
The
Where it's like,
uncanny valley.
I can't put my finger on it, but it's not.
But you know.
it's not there yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get caught a lot on social media these days. I'm like, I think I can tell, but then I'm like, no, I can't tell anymore. Like,
It's like just this, I would say the last 6 months, it's like there's stuff out now that you don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's very unnerving.
I think what helps is when it goes to the extreme. So Andre was showing me a thing. It's like, oh, it's a cat jumping in a trampoline, and I was like, is it real? But then it did a backflip. I was like, okay, that's AI. So
starts walking on 2 feet.
Yeah, exactly. I think it helps when they make it ridiculous. But if they keep it like, it's like that could happen. Cats do crazy things all the time. You know?
It's true. Yeah. And is there any way to like authenticate it? I
don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, I wonder if it has like a digital footprint on it, right? Like, I have no idea.
I wonder.
Have you seen that thing from Ben Jordan? Are you familiar with that creator?
Mm-mm.
He just makes like a lot of interesting tech things, but he made a thing. So if you release a track, like AI can get trained on it, then it'll make more AI music. But if it tries to train on your music, it's just like a algorithm you add in post. It just totally breaks whatever model is training on it. And he had like some pretty cool examples. It's pretty wild. So fights going the other way, maybe. But
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
And then like have you heard of these AI bands being created by Spotify?
I
heard about
have.
these?
I
And
have.
Just see how many followers they actually have.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them, but I'm sure it sounds real. Like I'm sure it sounds like a real band, and they have like a real story and everything. So
Yeah. And like if one person can make that band with some programming, like are they profiting wildly like a band does, or
I guess
is there
I guess-
copyright infringements? Like where's this model getting
yeah.
this from?
I'm curious, like what I'm sure they're making some money, and the argument's like, well, they're taking money away from real creators, which is fair, but yeah, I don't know what kind of money they're making, and
There'll always be that live element that will always win.
yeah,
Because you can't. Well, I don't know. Maybe if AIs are put into actual robots, like that, they could perform live. But
Yeah.
until then,
yeah, who knows how far away that is?
crazy.
But or it's probably closer than you think. So I was just having breakfast with a friend, and so I used to play drums on cruise ships, and I teach his kids. So I was telling them, I was like, keep in mind, this is only 2011, so not that long ago, 14 years. I auditioned over a phone because video calling wasn't good enough yet.
Right.
And like that sounds insane now. It's like, what? Like you were auditioning over a phone? So I wonder what we say now that'll feel insane in 14 years. Like, yeah, we'll have AI bands with robots that feel realistic, you know, because things move so quickly.
Progresses so fast.
Yeah. So
Like doubles every
Pretty much.
exponential growth. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It moves so fast. Even like, so when I did cruise ships and I came home, and music streaming was like relatively new, like Apple Music and Spotify in Canada. And that in itself is mind blowing, because before, if I was trying to get 45 songs together, I'd have to get the set list, then go to a torrent website, find the album with the song, then download it. Then now it's like, oh yeah, I'll say yes on a text message, and then just start building a set list of all the tunes I need to learn on the fly, and I have them all. Even like obscure tunes, I'll just find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, yeah, things are good and also bad at the same time.
Yeah, I was talking about this with my brother. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, he was sending me clips of all this like Sora video generation. It's and even like Photoshop is introducing some crazy new things. And at the same time, I was saying like it's cool because this was what it was doing. So there was a guy and he was just speaking on camera, and there was a lot of noise. There was like a horn going on, some traffic, and blah blah blah. And so what this new update is going to do is you can just click it, and then all of a sudden it has the audio file that was just one audio file from your phone, and it has each track
Cool.
separated. And then you're like, oh, the horn's on this one. Mute.
Yeah.
Mute. And it's perfect audio. And like the sad thing, so like the double-edged sword is like the sad thing is a sound engineer can essentially be replaced with this click.
Yeah.
But at the same time, someone like me, who's might be doing like a small little project locally here, I don't have the money to hire a sound engineer, but I can use this.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's great in that sense, but then sad in the other sense because it's replacing.
And I think if you're using it well, it opens new opportunities. So for me, I use a software called Moises, which is basically what you're describing. So what it does is it can take a track, like let's say I got to learn this song, and isolate every instrument. So I play guitar, but I'm not a professional guitar player. And so the way I got into this Charlie Brown show is I have a studio, and I was renting from this guy, and Paul Kareem, he's a great drummer. And his partner was in a music theater company, and he was like, hey, we're doing a show and we're looking for a guitar player if you know anyone. And I was like, you know what, I'll do it. I can figure it out. And he's like, I can play guitar, but like to sight read sheet music for a musical theater, it's hard. So what I did with Moises is for every track, I literally just isolated the guitar and then just learned the parts as is, and it was great. Like it was so crystal clear of like to hear exactly what the guitar player was doing, and it made my job so much easier than trying, because like especially with the guitar, there's only like 3 octaves on the music, and there's so many octaves on guitar. It's hard to realize like, well, what do they mean by the dots in the paper? And when you hear the record, you're like, oh, okay, it's over here.
That
Perfect.
was because I learned drum. I used to play drums when I was younger. I stopped when I was like 14, 15, played for like 6 years.
Yeah.
But I was playing in high school jazz band and stuff, and I just, part of the curriculum was like, oh, you need to do testing on piano because piano's percussion, technically. And I was like, well, I've never been taught like notes. I know drum notes, and I can read sheet music and all this stuff and play with a band, but like I don't know A, B, C, D. You know, I don't know how to do that. And they're like, well, then we're gonna fail you. And I was like, what? You have to teach me? Like, no, that's not our job. You should know this already. This is in high school. And that's kind of where it kind of killed my. I don't know. They wanted me to learn this stuff, and I was like, I just want to drum
with no resources, right? Like,
no resources, and obviously, I know it's important. Like you can that way you can tune your drum, and you know, I understand, but yeah, that's what kind of killed it for me a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of had the same story. Like when I knew I wanted to play drums, and I went to like the music department in high school. I was like, oh, I want to play drums. They're like, who's your teacher? And I was like, I obviously like I didn't have any music lessons or anything like that. I didn't have those opportunities, and I was like, I forget their name, and they like laughed. But I was like trying to figure out what it all meant. Yeah, and did eventually. But yeah, it's
what age did you learn?
So I got my first drum set a week before Christmas in grade 9, but I didn't take any lessons in high school, and anything I learned was just by like watching and listening. Because it wasn't like YouTube tutorials with like how to read sheet music or anything like that. So yeah, like I guess. Was self-taught for 4 years. Then when I went to college, started like getting exposed to reading music, things like that. But where I really kind of learned how to read well, not that it's a skill that I use often, is I went to McMaster after, and there was like it's basically a course, but the course was big band, like playing jazz, playing drums in a big band. So I had that as a course. And that year they started a percussion ensemble. So I kind of got exposed to reading that way. Okay. And then I went to cruise ships, and then that was like, well, if you don't read it, you're fired.
Yeah,
and it was
crash course.
Yeah, it was a real sink or swim moment. And, like, it was great. Like, there was so I ended up doing it for like 4 years. When I first started, I'd be like in my room, like going over the music, like just minutes before the show, or like all day just to get it together. But by the end, we would be sight reading a new show every night. Like, we'd have an 11-day cruise and you do 10 brand new shows. And yeah, it felt, it just becomes like a learned skill like anything else.
How do you practice there? Because it's not like you have a drum.
We did, yeah. There was a theater, but like not in my room, but like there was like a theater we could go to, and like the drums would be backstage or something. You could figure it out. Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of back areas where like I would set up the drums if I needed to. But by like year 2, I was not practicing much. I'd practice like other things that I wanted to do, but not like the reading elements of things. Or I would try and get my hands on the show if I knew like, oh, a new guest entertainer came to this cruise. I'd try and get it on the first day and at least look at it and get an idea. But, yeah.
I was on a cruise once when I was a kid, and we went to like a steel drums lesson, which is so
cool.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Steel drums are so cool.
They're
just little circles that make all these different notes on one big drum.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like playing on the kit just to keep kind of everyone on pace, but he could tell he wanted to go and like make sure everybody's doing the steel drums. He's like, does anyone know how to play? And I was like 13 maybe. I was like, I can play the kit. He's like, really? He's like, can you do a basic beat? And I just started doing it. He's like, all right, keep doing that.
Yeah, the money beat. Yeah.
And I was just playing with all the steel drums. Cool. It was awesome as a kid.
That was on the ship?
On the ship.
Cool. What ship was it?
I don't know. It was a Royal Caribbean.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I know I went on the Liberty of the Seas one time.
Well, sounds.
What line were you with?
I was on Carnival, and then I was on Norwegian. But never Royal. So yeah.
I've only ever done a Royal, and recently, like 2 Aprils ago, we did. It's also a shipping company. I can't think of it. You'll see like their sea containers around.
Is it like Maersk, like Maersk?
MSC? MSC.
Oh yeah. I didn't know this one.
Okay, it was MSC.
Cool.
It was good. I love cruise ships, but I don't know. It's just you feel kind of guilty going on them because I understand
they're not great for the planet.
Yeah,
they literally never turn off.
Yeah, so there's that. But like besides that, they're great.
Yeah, totally.
You obviously hear nightmare stories. But
oh yeah.
Have you like experienced anything like that on the employees line? Or?
I was at my friend's house. They were like, "We just watched Poop Cruise on Netflix." So a friend of mine was on that cruise, and like I joined the next month or something. Like not that ship, but like in the time that was happening, and I was like my first year of cruise ships, the Costa Concordia happened. So,
shit,
yeah. But that shouldn't have happened. We had the technology for that to not happen.
He was like breaking
he was hot dogging.
Yeah, he was breaking every known law.
Yeah,
he could possibly break.
Think of how much had to go wrong for it to go sideways.
Yeah, quite literally.
Like I've seen ships. Oh, this is a crazy story. We were in Bermuda, and when the ships dock, like, do you remember seeing the ropes that tie them up? Mm-hmm. I think it's called a storm quell or a storm surge, but it basically gets to like hurricane level winds, but for like 2 minutes, and then it's gone. And that happened when we were docked, and the rope snapped. Like I saw it. Well, I didn't see it live, but I saw the aftermath.
I can like cut you in half.
Oh, it must have like whipped or something because it hit the dock, which is made of cement. And there was like chunks like bigger than that table of cement gone. So
imagine that was a person.
They'd be gone. Gone. There'd be nothing left. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw things like that happen. I was on board for like rough sea days, but nothing too crazy. But I did get to cross the Atlantic, which was neat. You don't really think about this, but even when it's like calm out there, like it's not white waves, but it's just water. Just the tide of it, like the up and down, like it's moving a lot, like 12 feet, like on a calm day. So yeah,
just because there's nothing to stop it.
Pretty much.
So it's like a massive body of water.
Pretty much, yeah.
That would scare me to go across that much water.
Yeah, that was the time. I'm trying to think what we did. I think we started in Miami, and then we ended up, when it was all said and done, in Copenhagen. But before Copenhagen, we stopped in Portugal. I can't remember what the place is called, and then somewhere in England called Dover. And then we stayed in Copenhagen doing like 9-day cruises after that. But yeah, I think it was like 12 sea days, or I can't remember, maybe it was 8 or 9, but it was a lot of days at sea. It was wild.
Like even when I've been on, like you can't see land anywhere, but you know you are close to land.
I mean, same with Lake Ontario. I think if you went not even that far in, you'd be like, I can't see land anywhere. Like I think it doesn't take that much, or if the lake's really big, a bit of both.
Yeah. Oh, scary thought though. I'm not meant to be a sailor, but
Me neither. Being on a cruise ship is like,
It's a floating city.
yeah, it's fine.
With every amendment you can think
yeah,
of.
pretty much, right?
At least like the waiters I was talking to, like, are the hours not pretty grueling there? I guess it would be
Not
different
for
if you were in a
me.
band.
Yeah. I had a pretty luxurious life.
Pretty cushy?
yeah, I think the cruise ship is kind of like the Earth, where it's like, yeah, there's some people whose lives are terrible in like these.
Depends where you are.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
those same people have the same type of life. Like, there's all the problems are just condensed into this like 5,000 person vessel.
Yeah.
It's just a microorganism of the Earth.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't imagine like living on it, but.
Just Drew.
Hey folks, a quick shout out to something awesome that's happening here in Norfolk County right now. The Simcoe Little Theater is running Nice Work If You Can Get It now until December 7th. If you like bootleggers during Prohibition, a little bit of romance, and a whole lot of comedy and twists, this one's for you. This play revolves around the classic Gershwin jazz songs, the songs that you know, even if you don't realize that you know them. The music is fantastic, the cast is local, and the production is such a fun night out. If you want to support the local arts, visit simcoelittletheater.org, or you can call the box office to snag your seats today. That is Nice Work If You Can Get It, running now until December 7th. Now, back to the podcast. So, like, how long would you be, like, on the boat, per se, like, at one time?
Oh, like for a contract, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe 6 to 8 months would have been my longest ones.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I'm getting off at all the ports. I'm not
All the ports.
I'm not like trapped down there. Or anything.
Yeah. Okay. And, like, wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I had a friend do stuff. I don't know what cruise line it was, but it was like around Australia, and they would go to Fiji and things like that.
That'd be cool.
He was like a program director, but he seemed to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never gone to that part of the world. I only got to like Alaska. I did do the Panama Canal a bunch of times, and then I got to the Baltics, which was like when we did the crossing. So we were stationed in Copenhagen, and it was like I think 9 days. But what was cool even back then, we were going to Russia. Even at the time, I'm not like a history buff. I was like, this feels intense. Like just this energy. Like there's something here. Like and
You actually did go to Russia?
Oh yeah, like I spent like overnights in Russia.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Russia, I remember specifically, we would get our passports, and it was like pretty thorough screening process to go in, and it was in St. Petersburg. And I remember timing, like I had a watch at the time, and there, from what I was told, the subways are designed to still function even if the city gets bombed, because they're like always ready to go. And so we were taking like an escalator to the subway, and it was like a 2-minute escalator ride because it's like way down,
all the way
there.
down.
Yeah, it's kind of an intense place. There's the culture there is
Hardcore.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you just think of the 90s, like, that was a rough time.
Yeah,
And that's what that country was, like, birthed out of.
Pr-
And everything prior to that, too. So,
yeah, and then here we are. So
yeah. Wow. That's wild. And you did that for 4 years?
yeah, 4 years
Yeah.
of my 20s. So it felt like a long time at the time. Like it was the longest thing I'd ever done. But now, it being 2025, it's like, oh, look, if the last 4 years, that was like a lifetime in
Like a
itself.
blip.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
The pandemic really skewed our sense of time.
Isn't it crazy? Like,
Yeah.
I still can't believe it's been
Mm-hmm.
it's been that long. And, like, just even the first 2 years, it was like a snap of a
Yeah.
finger, right?
Pretty much.
Because everything was just like, I feel like everybody was in just like a weird state of mind.
Yeah. It was wild. Even like 2021, when the insurrection happened, I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, oh, I remember it very vividly. It's like I was teaching a Zoom lesson on ukulele. I remember it. I was teaching like a Chainsmokers song to a kid, and then I had like YouTube open with like a live CNN feed. I was like, oh man, this is
People just storming the Capitol.
yeah.
Was that 2021?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
when Biden was voted in.
It was actually, I got a crazier story. So what kept me sane in the pandemic is I was always biking on Mondays and Wednesdays with my buddies. So Monday, I guess it would have been the 4th, we went on our Monday night ride. And if you've been to Hamilton, do you know the Queen Street access?
Born and raised.
Yeah. So
Yep.
so I zoomed in front of him, and I ripped down the Queen Street access, and then he wasn't behind me. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I pulled over. Car came over, started yelling at me. Then my buddy showed up, and then things ensued, and I ended up getting pepper sprayed.
Oh,
So
shit.
that was Monday, January 4th. And so I had this like crazy story, but then January 6th happened, and my story just got totally like sidewashed. And it was funny because seeing the protesters getting pepper sprayed and crying, I was like, it's not that bad. Like, I just got pepper sprayed. You're overreacting. Yeah.
I mean, not to linger on this story, but like, is this just some guy that's just annoyed by bikers and was just like looking to do that?
Yeah, I think he was just looking for
the right
a
moment.
fight. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, he had it with him, so.
Yeah, one more biker that cuts me off, I'm gonna spray him.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, he
Happened
got
to
out
you.
of the car, yeah. It was a whole
He
thing.
just took off?
Yeah.
He got out of the car.
Oh yeah, like he was out of the car and we were yelling at each other, and then I realized I think the spray was meant for my friend, and he missed. So, but
What kind of car was he driving? Not to
I wish
not to judge
a
him.
sedan, but like nothing memorable. No,
like
it wasn't a car that I liked. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
All
It wasn't a lifted truck or anything.
Okay,
but-
that's kind of what I was getting at,
no, it wasn't memorable. It wasn't even like a nice car. I was like,
Yeah. Not that lifted trucks are wrong. Just
yeah.
people who happen to be not nice people happen to drive lifted trucks.
There's a correlation sometimes.
There's a
Yeah.
little bit of a
Yeah.
correlation.
Yeah.
Wait, so were you raised in Hamilton too? You were born there? Or?
I came here in '97. So
Okay.
I was born in Bahrain, but my parents are from India. So
Okay.
in like the late '80s, early '90s, like I think all of those Middle Eastern countries have like a labor shortage. You know, like that's how they build stadiums and things like that.
Oh, yes.
So it was just a lot of expat population. So my parents came from India, but I went to a private school, which was like a Catholic school. So I unfortunately only spoke Arabic and Hindi like we speak French here, and I don't speak French at all. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and my parents can speak a couple languages, but like, yeah, I only did that as a class at school. So
Okay.
I've only spoken English, and then coming to Hamilton in '97, it's like, yeah, I didn't really pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually, the only reason I know what expat is because I used to work. I was bartending at a place and he was a DJ.
Yeah.
And he was an expat in
Oh, cool.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, cool.
He comes from I forget where his mom's from, but his dad's actually Irish, and he was down at a military base, met his mom
Yeah.
there, and then came there as an expat. But then, since he wasn't born there and neither of his parents were citizens, he was in like this weird gray zone where they wouldn't give him citizenship, but they also wouldn't let him leave.
Yeah.
It was like this weird. He was explaining it to me, and I was like, and he used the word expat. And I was like, well, what is an expat? And he
Yeah.
started explaining it, and
Yeah.
how they have this whole almost like it's almost like a separate citizenship,
Pretty much,
sort of.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get it. So I only got my Canadian citizenship in grade 10, but I had an Indian passport, even though I wasn't born there, because they won't give that to anyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so like that's the deal there. It's like, yeah, they got F1 tracks and all the stuff and the golf and the comedians, but it's like,
yeah.
but like, yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff there too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's weird because like they're almost not subjected to the same rules. Because like I think in Saudi Arabia you're not even supposed to drink alcohol. Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah,
But I think
'cause
if
they had
you're an
FIFA
expat,
right?
you
Yeah.
can.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong,
That sounds. We don't have a.
but it was
fact checker.
interesting.
Yeah.
So when you said expat, I was like, oh, I know what that is.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, nice. What? I was born and raised in Hamilton,
Yeah.
and then I moved out here like 10 years ago. So
Cool. What
I-
high school did you go to in Hampton?
Hill Park.
Where's that? East Mountain or
East Mountain. It's like so when you're leaving,
like I know where
Lowridge-
Sherwood is. Where's is it? Is it more west than Sherwood?
Yeah. Like if you're driving down Wentworth, like away from Lowridge Mall,
Yeah.
towards towards the end of the mountain,
Yeah.
and you look to the left, you see all those like soccer fields.
Yep. I know exactly.
That's
what
Hill
it is.
Park.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Sackville, if you know where Sackville
I know
is.
exactly where that is.
Sackville's like kind of kitty corner to the
Yeah.
to the high school. So
Cool.
you?
Yeah, I went to STM, so I'm
Oh, okay,
at
STM, yeah.
Church. So it's like
Yeah.
us, McNabb, and like Westman, like are like
Yeah.
the same kind of social groups.
Westmount was our rival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sports stuff, I guess, or
Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had the sports program, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it was just our rival high school.
yeah. You gotta have the what's it in The Simpsons? The other, what's like the town next
don't
to
actually
Shelbyville. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that like the? I'm not a
Yeah.
huge Simpsons fan.
Yeah, it's
so,
like a thing. Like,
Okay. Yeah, it's like it's gonna happen anywhere. So
Yeah, you need like a good like us versus them
Yeah, for
school
sure.
or town, right?
yeah, you need to like focus your energy at something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think we had any issues with like STM, but you know, you all play football and sports against each other and
Yeah.
shit going on. But
Yeah, I was never in those teams or anything
No,
like that.
no?
Yeah, I went to like cross country meetups, and then I was like, I don't like any of these kids, that just never went back. Like,
I'm weird. I'm like a weird type of hybrid type of guy where like I was in jazz band, but then also I was playing on the football team.
Oh, cool. What position did you play?
I was corner, just defensive.
Yeah.
It was all right. Like I wasn't very heavy. Like I was skinny and didn't weigh a lot. So like my dad's fear was just like if I get absolutely destroyed by a person who's 6'5",
3 times your size. Yeah,
exactly. I could get seriously hurt.
Yeah,
he's paramedic, so he knows. He sees concussions.
Yeah,
and
they're bad.
So he initially didn't want me to do it, but like I don't know. I just wanted to try it out. It was fine. You know, I didn't get too clobbered, but be different if I was playing like offensive. But yeah, or if I intercepted a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I would play all
not
sorts
have
of
guessed
stuff.
you played football. That's cool.
Yeah, just for a year, but like and like same for hockey. I never played hockey in high school because it was contact, and I never really grew until like my last year of high school. So I kind of avoided anything like super contact heavy because I broke my clavicle playing non-contact football, playing flag football. So
just like tripped and rolled.
Some kid just collided with me, just boom, shoulder on shoulder, and mine just went snap.
Yeah,
and that was it.
I believe it. Non-contact sports are still pretty physical. Like I play soccer once a week now. It's like and I play in a league where we all know each other, but I could see it being like not great if it was like people not paying attention.
It's weird. I only seem to get hurt in non-contact sports, so you do need to be careful.
Yeah.
Like I've been knocked out cold playing ultimate frisbee too.
Oh wow.
My own player ran into me and wasn't looking, running full tilt, just smack.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah.
Got completely knocked out unconscious.
Even we watched the game last night. The Dodgers, when those two outfielders hit each other, it's like that one guy went down. He hit him pretty hard.
I was like, they're gonna drop it.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit and then they're gonna drop, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
All of the weirdest things happened. Like the ball got stuck under the thing. That happened. Like the guy slid in, his foot slightly came off. We're like, oh, did they win it?
Yeah. It was dramatic, if nothing else. It
felt like somebody wrote it.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama. I loved it.
Like if that was a movie, you'd be like, this would never happen.
Right? Yeah. I love when sports are crazier than real life. Even like when the Raptors made it to the finals, like the amount of bounces. If that was a Disney movie, we'd be like, all right, take it down a notch.
Yeah, this isn't realistic.
Yeah. And then it happens. You're like, huh.
Wild.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to linger on baseball. I know we're not on the baseball topic, but oh man, that was rough.
That hurt. Yeah. I'm definitely like a bandwagon fair with. I don't know if I'm a fan. I just like seeing things that are part of history. It's like, I'm just here to like see this collective moment we're all a part of.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel bad for the team.
I think that's okay. People are like, oh, you're just bandwagoning. Like, you should be happy that they're like even interested in what you're interested in.
Yeah, I'm just coming to check it out. And like, I'm not invested.
Yeah.
It's
it's
like
historical.
I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah,
that's it. And here is my house.
Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, you want to be a part of like Canadian history.
Yeah,
per se,
absolutely. Yeah, see it in real time. Yeah.
Well, just to pivot from
from the sad ending.
Oh man,
Jays.
My wife is actually distraught this morning.
Yeah, us too, and we are not sports fans, let alone baseball fans. It just hurts to see. You don't want to see that happen.
You know, the thing is, only one person can win it.
Yeah.
So it was either us or them. You know, and if we won, they would have been feeling the exact same way.
They've had a title.
They won last year.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got to win. They didn't wait 32 years, you know. So it's like it hurts.
My issue with the Dodgers is my understanding is like they're sort of they just throw money at players.
Seems like it.
Yeah, whereas the Blue Jays like they're actually like good friends with each other, and there's all this camaraderie. And
yeah.
You want them to win, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah. Always an underdog, you know. Like no one's rooting for like not the underdog. In any story.
No, that's always how
no one's
goes.
like, let's go Goliath. Stop that, David.
Yeah, and then the underdogs become on top, and then they're like, well, we're going to root for these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
kind of like...
That's the story we all love.
Yeah. We were talking about F1 racing and how, I don't know how much you know about it, but Red Bull was just sort of, sitting third, fourth for a while, and now they just absolutely dominate, and now people are hating on them. And it's like, well, you used to love them.
Who's their driver?
Max Verstappen.
Okay,
he's like
name. Yeah.
the Michael Jordan of
cool.
that sport, essentially.
Yeah, I know that name. Like some of my friends and family are into it. It's like, I know some of the names. I know that name.
Yeah. I got watching the Netflix thing, and then my brother's really into it, and we used to we did a lot of simulator racing over COVID and stuff. I lost my whole setup in the fire. I just haven't bought another one. But,
Oh no.
that's okay. I'm doing podcasts on Sundays. There's not a lot of time.
Yeah, I get it.
So, yeah. Well, anyways, to pivot back to music.
Yeah.
To get past that sad topic. So you essentially grew up in Hamilton the same way I did.
Yeah.
Were you playing in a lot of like local spots down there?
Yeah, so the places I used to go, the Casbah just closed, which is too bad. But what was cool is, so the pandemic happened. I was teaching online, like 7 hours a day. But the first thing I did for an in-person recital was at the Casbah, and I was doing recitals at the Casbah twice a year, every year. So yeah, the local spots I played was Casbah. There was the Underground. I don't know if that's still there on Catherine Street.
I think it is.
Yeah, I probably biked past it, but I don't know if it's active. And then there was a place called the Transit Union Hall, which is just by like Sonic Onion, like Wilson Street and Merritt Brewing, like that kind of area.
Yeah.
And on Ferguson, I think it's a yoga studio now. It was called a couple of things. It was like AFB or the Home. And then there's always like churches and like random like
Corktown. You play Corktown?
Yeah, you know what? I still play. I still hang out at Corktown.
Corktown's great.
Corktown for sure.
Huge space there.
Yeah,
like with a bar, like the whole long.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Corktown for sure. Gallagher's. Where else? Pepper Jack Cafe, which is now a restaurant called Conversate on King William.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, where Relay Coffee was a place called Sky Dragon or Red Dragon Cafe.
Okay.
That was a cool spot.
There's like Absinthe and Corktown on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Or Motown.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I think is a restaurant now.
So I was talking to someone and trying to figure out where it was, and I still can't really tell because my barber's somewhere there, and I can't place it.
It's sort of near like the Mule.
Yeah.
Kitty corner to the Mule.
Yeah.
With the glass.
Oh, that's the Conversate place. That was Pepper Jack Cafe. So before Absinthe was there, they were somewhere on King Street by like Walnut or something like that, and it was like in a sweaty basement, and that was like the original like Motown.
The original Motown.
Yeah. But they were at the glass building. That was also, so it was Pepper Jack and then Absinthe.
Okay. That was kind of like my party days when I was still living in the city, going to Mohawk, like going out on weekends.
Yeah.
That was a popular spot.
Oh, I didn't know you went to Mohawk. So you went to the Arnie and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? So the Mohawk College reached out to me. I'm actually playing at the Arnie.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I haven't been there in probably close to 20 years, and I'm excited.
10 years. I graduated in 2016. So it's been 10 years, almost 10 years for me.
Yeah. I would have been like close before 2011 for sure, but like 2007 to 20, like in that, and I was always hanging out there in and around school.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. So
that penny board, you saw the penny board over there, the little pink penny board I had beside the longboard. So I used to park just far enough where you won't like get a ticket.
Yeah.
And I would just penny board the rest of the way, and then stick the penny board in my backpack and then go to class.
That's the move. I'm trying to think. There was a neighborhood I used to park in and pretty much do the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, it was on like McElroy. It was like maybe 3 or 4 blocks, like on the other side of Upper James.
Oh, okay.
Because if you park on the one side of Upper James, it's all like you can't park here.
Yeah.
And then if you park on the other side, you can, but it's pretty far.
Yeah.
You got a little longboard or a little penny board. Like.
Yeah. that's the way. I was definitely longboarding a ton at Mac, like between classes, because the campus is so big. But at Mohawk, I was just parking and. You know what? I did have a longboard at Mohawk, but I should have just rode a bike back then. Looking back, it's like, my parents were actually close enough that.
My girlfriend lived like maybe 6 blocks away, so I'd park near her house, pennyboard the rest of the way.
Cool. That's the way to do it. I zoomed in front of him and I ripped down the Queen Street axis, and then he wasn't behind me. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I pulled over. Car came over, started yelling at me. Then my buddy showed up, and then things ensued, and I ended up getting pepper sprayed.
Oh, shit.
So that was Monday, January 4th. And so I had this like crazy story, but then January 6th happened, and my story just got totally like sidewashed. And it was funny because seeing the protesters getting pepper sprayed and crying, I was like, it's not that bad. Like, I just got pepper sprayed. You're overreacting. Yeah, he'll make his way.
Well, if you like cats, I can get him. He's like a cool looking. He's a Bengal with like pointy ears.
Yeah,
he's pretty cool looking. He's got like a dwarfism, so he's got tiny little legs.
Oh, yeah. We'll see him on the way out. Yeah. Cats are great. Actually, I think I like all animals. I grew up with a dog, but
so did I.
Yeah, my partner has a cat, so now I've had a cat.
That's exactly my situation.
Yeah, they're cool.
I never liked cats because like you'd go to people's houses and they're like, who are you?
Yeah.
don't touch me.
And I'm allergic.
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't help. But you know,
So there you go.
it's fine. Yeah.
But then once you have a cat, the cat's like, I love you. Okay,
Yeah.
cats are cool.
and then your allergies get slightly less.
Yeah, so
Slightly being the key word.
my wife's allergic.
Yeah.
But it's weird. It's like if we go on vacation for like 2 weeks and come back, she's reacting.
Yeah.
But then a week goes by and then she's adjusted. So it's almost sort of like I know if you have like grass allergies, they give you like grass pills, right?
Yeah.
Which I heard taste like grass.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like a not a trial by fire, or it's just like exposure therapy.
Exposure therapy for your body. So
makes sense.
yeah. So when are you playing at the Arnie?
So with this show coming up,
Yeah.
I'm playing this Charlie Brown Christmas concert.
Tell everybody
Yeah.
about it.
I guess that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I have the tickets with me.
Oh yeah.
In my
I'll grab them right
jacket. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, everybody. Where am I?
In the jean jacket.
In the jean jacket.
It should be in the breast pocket in the front. So you gotta flip it over. Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Oh. Alrighty.
Are there 6 there?
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7.
All right. Hey. All right. We have 7 tickets.
Okay.
to
Well,
give away.
first off, tell everybody, and then I'll tell them about the.
Actually, I'll circle back to the full story of how this
Okay.
all came to be. So I mentioned that musical I played guitar for. So there's this venue in Hamilton called Crown and Press Gallery. It's an amazing cafe, but it's also an art gallery where you can buy original prints. And then, we don't all have print money, or original artwork money, but I got print money. And so they can do all of any of their original artwork in different print sizes. So it's like at an accessible price point. So when I did that play, I was like, well, this is a cool space. I'll play guitar in this thing, and then I'll have an introduction to see if I can get my foot in the door. And so originally I finished that, and I think it was like last year in September-ish or maybe August, but it was like too close to December. And I was like, hey, I'd love to do a show here. What if we did like a Bill Evans fall? And one of the owners, Elias, is a music guy. He's like, I don't think that would work. And I'm pretty sure I don't think I had a plan going in. But on the spot, I was like, what if we did a Charlie Brown Christmas? And he was like, oh, I think that would sell. And I'm pretty sure that's really how this whole thing started. Is
That was the moment.
I pitched it and it worked. So we listed a show. I didn't know how it was going to sell because I'm not.
Did you have like a band then?
I mean, I've always played with so many people.
You knew people.
Yeah, I know lots
Okay.
of people. So I messaged this piano player, Dave Hollingshead, who I was studying with for years. I was like, hey, would you want to do the show with me? I can't guarantee you what it'd be like, but I was like, worst case scenario, I'll give you $150 out of my pocket. And I said the same thing to my bass player, Ethan. So I didn't know how it was going to go. I thought
entrepreneurial
Yeah.
spirit.
I was
I love that.
I might lose on this one, but it's fine. Because I generally I just like that album.
You'll enjoy it. You're gonna learn some shit.
Yeah, I
right?
just wanted to do it because I
Yeah.
wanted to do it. It wasn't like a financial decision. But then that show sold out right away.
Oh,
like in a day or two. I was like, okay. And that was 90 seats. So I was like, interesting. And so last year, I think I ended up doing maybe 12, and almost all of them sold out. And so in Hamilton, we did 90 seats at Crown and Press. Then we did 140 seats at Collective Arts twice. We did 2 seatings. Then we did 120 at Sean and Ed Brewery. So it's like,
Yep.
yeah, the show is popular. And then we did a ton. So it took off. I was like, oh, this is a thing. So I should just do this because I like it. So
Yeah.
why not? So this year, I've kind of expanded it. And we're doing, I think, definitely 20 at least dates.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Just Drew.
Hey, quick break. It would mean the absolute world to me if you pause this episode right now, went to Spotify, and hit the follow button. Or better yet, you can leave a review or even a 5-star rating if you're feeling good today. And if you're not already, you can follow the podcast on Instagram or subscribe to the YouTube channel, or even if you just want to share an episode with a friend who you'd think would love it. I would really appreciate it. Any little bit helps the podcast grow and keeps great conversations like these coming your way. And who knows, you might even be on the podcast next. Now, back to the episode.
Yeah, it came to be. And so 2 of the dates are going to be with the Lighthouse Theater Company. So one's just down the street in Port Dover.
Yeah.
We're there on, I don't know the dates off the top of my head.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, do you want to pull it up? Does it say on there?
I have my phone actually recording me, so I could
Hold
look
on.
it up.
It probably says on it.
Okay. Oh, sorry. You're pointing at the tickets. Yeah. It'll say right on it. I'm a dummy.
So we're going to be in Port Dover on Saturday, December 13th, and I'm pretty sure Saturday, December 20th, we're in Port Colborne at the other location, which is the this is the Lighthouse Theater at the Roselawn Theater.
Okay.
So yeah, those are our 2 Lighthouse Theater Company shows. They're,
Nice. And what are those tickets there, Glenn?
These tickets are for the Port Dover show, and we have 7 of them to give away.
Ooh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? 7 tickets. Nice. I'm gonna do a little a little social media promo.
Cool. I would love that.
We'll give these tickets out. So,
and I'm just looking forward to playing at both locations here because I'm gonna hang out with all my buddies that live in town, go to the Mule. It'll be a great time. And the other one, my plans to go to Rizzo's House of Parm. Are you familiar?
Yep. Yeah.
Have you been?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. So,
nope. Oh, okay.
I looked it up. They still don't take reservations, so I don't know. Like, it's too far in advance.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah. Either way, I'm just looking forward to like a fun December. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be a good time. I love the show. This year's really cool because we're on these bigger stages, so we had to design a set. So we got some carpets. We've like built a piano that we can travel with, and got to get some lighting, and then we're pretty much good to go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this run, and then just seeing where the show goes in the future. It's been a fun process.
Nice.
And learning as you go.
People also Charlie Brown. People love Charlie Brown. So.
I didn't know.
My mom obsessed, and so with my father-in-law is also obsessed.
Yeah.
He has like these little figurines, and it's each character, and he hits a button, and they sing a Christmas jingle.
Yeah.
And,
well, I'm trying to remember how I got introduced to your wife, because that's who booked us at Burning Kiln last year, and like she mentioned, like, yeah, my dad's a huge fan, and
huge.
It crosses generations, and that was new to me. What I thought when I built the show, my relationship with the album is like, oh, I listen to it every year, but I put it on, it's kind of in the background, and we're like doing our thing. And I thought that's what we would be, but like you were at the show, it kind of turns into this thing where people are just so focused on us and they're like into what we're doing.
It's live.
Yeah, it's live. And most people they're not fully jazz fans like the rest of the year. And like that's what's cool about this record. There's like 2 Christmas songs, really, maybe 3. The rest of it's just a jazz record. And we get to like expose people to jazz. And that's kind of a thing I love about it.
Jazz is one of my favorite genres.
Yeah, me
like
too.
I've been listening to jazz since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Seems really weird. Like I think jazz throws a lot of people off because it sounds random.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It is absolutely not. There's a lot that happens on the spot.
Yeah.
But we've done a lot of training to like react to it. And that's what it is. It's just,
Well, so I played jazz in middle school, and it was like proper jazz band. Like we were one of the best ones in the province, and we were traveling around Ontario winning.
What was your teacher's name?
Mr. Bear. I don't know
What's his first name. What instrument did he play?
Trombone. He was known for the he could play anything.
Because like you would have been involved with like the All-Stars and things like that.
Everything,
right?
We went to Ontario Place, Ottawa.
I'm surprised you haven't crossed paths because that like the timing kind of makes sense. But yeah, I don't know.
Like obviously you've seen Whiplash.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. I would say top 5 movies of all time for me personally. One, because I used to be a drummer. Yeah. And 2, I love jazz and I love cinema, and so it was all 3 kind of mixed together.
I need to rewatch. When did it come out? 2010 or like not 15?
I think.
I
think it was around 2010.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's older than I'm thinking.
2011, 2012 maybe.
Yeah.
But that teacher was very similar to my teacher. Cool. Not that he was like throwing chairs and stuff.
But the intensity, I imagine.
Very intense. And something happened. I don't want to like say this on the internet.
Yeah.
Because I actually really like him. And I thought he was a great teacher, and he like really inspired me.
Yeah.
He inspired a lot of people to do music. Something happened. He ended up having to leave. I can tell you off the air.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of a piss off, but he was amazing, man. Like he like that was the first time I've played with other people.
Yeah.
Like I had been going to lessons and just throwing some headphones on and playing the music.
Yeah.
But not with other people.
In the room and live. Yeah. There's nothing like it, right?
Oh, I got hooked. I was addicted.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And like to get up at 7, like go an hour before school opens to go practice. Like I actually wanted to.
Yeah.
I hate getting up early. So,
yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it's the best. Getting hooked on like the live music part of it is like I teach a lot. I have a lot of private students, and I tell them it's like, yeah, you should go play with your friends. Like, that's the best. Like, that's the thing. Be like, imagine you signed up for hockey lessons, but you never played a game. It's like that's kind of what we're doing here. Like I love that you're practicing, getting like the things I'm showing. It's like, but go make noise with your friends in a garage.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah. There's this like back and forth and
Yeah.
give and take and flow, and it's almost like telepathic almost, because you're like,
absolutely, yeah.
you're not talking to each other, but you need to know like, okay, are you ripping the solo? How long is it gonna go for?
How are we
You
gonna
know?
get back to where we need to be?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was learning all of that at like 12, 13 years of
Yeah.
age.
It's
and
cool.
We would play like Oyo Como Va,
Yeah.
and we would have segments. So like the head alto would do a thing, the head trumpet would do a thing.
Yeah.
We would go, and as a drummer, I just had to keep,
Yeah.
okay, keep in time,
Yeah.
keep going.
Cue
Like
the sections, it's all the good things.
Yep.
You know, that's why I love jazz, the spontaneity of it, like how free it is, but at the same time, like it is pre-organized. Like when you guys see the show, you'll see like a lot of things like blend together, but then it does feel like magic sometimes, even to me when I'm in it, because I've been rewatching the show some last year. It's like, oh yeah, that is kind of cool how we're so far out, and then we all come back together to get to the point where we're like, oh, this is the song again.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, jazz is great.
I was gonna make a metaphor for baseball, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. We're all still hurt. We're gonna be hurting for a while, I think. You know, that poor city.
Yeah, but jazz, and like, so even one of my favorite, I'm also into like hip hop and rap, R&B.
Yeah, same.
One of my favorite rappers is Biggie.
Yeah.
And I learned this whole breakdown of what made his sound, and he almost raps like a jazz player.
Yeah.
Because he used to play, I think he used to play trumpet or something like that. And so he kind of knew jazz.
Yeah.
And so his like rhythm and pattern, his flow is very jazz-like.
Yeah.
And that's what made it so iconic.
Yeah. I think it's hard to have a favorite anything, but for me, like Andre 3000, like some of his verses are insane. And yeah, have you listened to that Anderson .Paak record? I think it's Ventura, where the first track has an Andre verse on it.
Yep.
Yeah, like I think for me, like it's hard to pick a favorite, but
Anderson .Paak,
if I had to pick
Andre
one,
3000,
that might be the best verse I've ever heard. You know,
yeah,
like-
he's an apps. I almost got to see him live once. I went to Veld. You know, I was a dumb early 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Let's go, you know.
Yeah,
Not there's nothing wrong with that music. I
Yeah.
still listen to it, but
Same, yeah.
yeah. But anyways, but they had a separate stage, and he was supposed to come and perform, but he couldn't get through the border.
I have a similar story. So I bought tickets to Bruno Mars at the stadium, or like.
I'd love to see him.
So I bought, like, you know, I like Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
But I think like the tickets face value are like $400, which is a lot. But the reason I did is like it was Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. I was like, oh, like, you know what?
Unreal.
I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Anderson .Paak never played. I was like, huh. And then they never addressed it.
But he was supposed to be there.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there.
Because
Like, the
they
tickets.
do tons of music together, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But I think Silk Sonic happened because they were touring together for so long, and then they were like buddies. They're like, we should do this hilarious record. But yeah, that was my Anderson .Paak didn't show up story. But I got it better. So when me and my girlfriend were first together, our first year, I got tickets to Anderson .Paak at Echo Beach in Toronto. It was I think it was the year Malibu came out, so he wasn't anybody yet. But it was him, Kate Trinata, and it wasn't on the bill, but Daniel Caesar opened, and we're like, oh, this guy's great. And then Daniel Caesar went on to win multiple Grammys. That Monday, Kate Trinata won like the Polaris, and then Anderson .Paak became Anderson $.
Oh my God.
And it was like $30, and we were like right at the gate.
That's kind of cool.
It was the best. Yeah, it was Malibu. Yeah, like I'm trying to remember what he opened with. I think he opened with like Come Down. Like it just came out like guns blazing. It was awesome.
No one knew.
Yeah, it was the best. Yeah, it was cool. And then I saw him like I think I saw him in the pandemic, maybe like 2020, or was it before the pandemic? But, you know, it was still Echo Beach, but he was like a known entity at that point.
Then,
it was
yeah.
like probably like $60, you know,
Yeah.
like ticket prices.
I feel the same way about the Arkells, because I used to see them.
For free at the Arnie. You know?
Yeah, like they would come and do like the Mohawk, whatever, and it was like, it was free entry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd go see them at the X. You just got to pay an XM.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would come do a couple sets.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really knew what they were, and I was like, but I did.
Yeah, and you know they've played the stadiums. They've sold out the stadium. Like that's
crazy.
So cool. I
like
love
just
it.
to see the
love
progression.
To see it. Yeah, love to see it.
And also like Hamilton bands.
Yeah, why not?
Pretty cool.
Always stoked when local people get to that level.
Yeah.
It never happens. Like
Not like that.
I can't think of any other Hamilton band that's
But
got to that level.
I kind of compare them to like our generation's Tragically Hip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Even though, you know, Tragically Hip is Tragically Hip, but still. So, I love that band. I missed, I had a wedding during the last rally tour, so I wasn't able to see the last one, but I went to the last few.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And I got to see, one of my favorite bands is Mount Joy.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I got to see them open, and then I ended up seeing like a full Mount Joy thing at Scotiabank.
Cool.
And, oh my God. absolutely
Yeah,
crazy.
rallies are cool. I didn't go this year, but I went in 2021 or 20, whatever the last one was, and yeah, it's a good time. It's always so hot.
Oh,
It's like the
yes.
hottest day of the year.
Yes,
Like,
yeah. Because there's no like air unit. You just sweat
yeah.
buckets. I think
Yeah.
I went with we still had to have masks on too, so it was just like mask. You know,
Yeah.
you're sweating buckets. Like,
Yeah. There were some weird times in there.
yeah, yeah.
I found a picture the other day. I'm trying to think. It must have been 2021. I went to a bike race up in Halliburton.
Okay.
And we were lined up at the start line in masks, like outside, like in the woods. It's like, yeah, that we didn't know. We were just doing our best, you know?
Yep. Yeah. It's everybody was like, I don't want to say in panic mode, but nobody knew anything. So it's just like, let's do everything.
My thing was like, you know what? I don't have the authority to say that this is wrong. It's like, I trust you. You're the experts. Like, if you think this will help, all right. And it's not that hard.
It's
You know,
not
like,
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even when like, you know, we found out it wasn't as effective and they were still mandating, I'm like, that's fine, whatever. I'll just do it. I think I was doing it because it would make other people feel safer
That's it.
too.
Yeah.
And
It helps lower their
Exactly.
With anxieties. And
Yeah.
Like, and it's really not that hard.
And I
for
had
me.
no issue, but then
Yeah.
you have the odd person be like
Yeah.
walking around. I'm like, dude, I get it. I agree with you, but it's not why I'm doing it.
I don't need to pick a fight. Or even-
Exactly.
well, last week when I canceled, I was like, well, I'm not sick, and I'm not.
Oh yeah, because
But I was like, yeah, I'll put on a mask. I was like, oh, just like a hello, old friend. And I was like, oh yeah, it's not even that hard. And then like, no one ever mentioned it.
No.
And they were just like, okay,
Yeah.
he has a mask on today, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. People like to find hills to die in, and that's fine. I am not one of those people.
No, don't get married to your ideas.
Yeah.
I think it's I think there's nothing wrong with like learning and changing your mindset and stuff. So
Pretty much.
sorry, we were just saying we were both neuro-spicy, so we kind of jump all over the place.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of hard out time? You got to go at any
No.
Okay, cool.
How are we on time? How long have we been talking for?
Like an hour?
Oh wow, time flew by.
Hour and a bit. That's why I said it kind of just goes. And you kind of forget we're just like
Well, it
people
helps
are-
when you have two people with ADHD.
right? Maybe it's like well, I guess most people I know are artsy or attracted to the arts. I don't know
Yeah,
if there's
it makes sense.
stimulates the brain
Yeah.
or
Did you ever like fill out the form to like actually get like a proper
I was diagnosed as a kid by a
Okay.
psychiatrist.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
should have been, and I never was. But like, I only got a diagnosis like a couple of years ago as an adult. But I remember looking at the forms like, people say no to this. You focus and listen. Like it was like, what? Who says no to any of these?
Yeah.
And they're like normal people. It's like, what? Are
Yeah.
you nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I was diagnosed with ADD, which at the time they were like separate things,
Yeah.
but now they know it's all under the same umbrella.
yeah. We know the mechanisms. And,
Yeah.
And
So I have like the daydreamer kind of
yeah.
effect of it. Not so like I can sit still.
Yeah.
I have
And I'm
friends
sure
who
you can
cannot sit still.
And you can probably hyper focus when you need to.
Hyper focused, but then also very impulsive.
Yeah, same.
Never on time. Never know where things are, or you need to make lists and keep
But yeah, I was just saying, but you
know,
have systems to make sure
I
that
have
those things
systems.
happen. Yeah.
I put things out the night before, so when I wake up, it's right there. All that kind of stuff.
That's the only way it'll ever get done.
It's the only way.
Yeah, if I didn't have Google Calendar, I
would be a
not-
mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I even put the addresses. It's like, yeah, I know where this is happening. I'm going to put the address, and I just click on it, and I know how long it's going to take me to get there. This is great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
never been a better time to be neurospicy.
Yep.
Technology is good for that.
But like my wife is not very type A kind of person, and so
Yeah.
she sees me with my processes, and she's just like, "This is crazy." I'm like, "No, it is.
Yeah.
But it's the only way.
Yeah.
It's the only way."
I've gone a step further. So my partners always ask me like, "Oh, well, what's happening on this day?" It's like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Like, yeah. So like, I've even got another thing that auto updates. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Terminal. Yeah. So it's just like a calendar because like they got the colored ones. Like, no, this just needs the calendar.
Yeah.
She's like, when can we have dinner? And it's like, there's 10 things before then. So it's like, no, I know. I can just update it. I can put everything in there. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had an ADHD coach on here on one of the
cool.
episodes,
I should check that one.
and he was actually the one that convinced me to like try medication for it. Because I was always a little, like, are they just trying to make money? Does it really help? What are the side effects?
Both. Both things are true.
Both things are true. So I was like always very cautious and never really looked into it. And I just like, I'll eat well, exercise, have these processes, I'll be fine. But he's like, no, you should try it.
Yeah.
Tried it, absolutely changed my life.
Yeah.
Like, helps a ton. But he's actually one of the highest performing podcast episodes. Like people are very interested in that topic.
I'm gonna look it up on my way home. That sounds cool.
Aaron Bailey is his name.
Okay, cool.
So this month or last month was actually ADHD Awareness Month.
Oh.
So I was trying to get him on, but the schedule was just too crazy for both of us. So hoping to get him on soon.
Yeah.
But he even talks about this term he calls horizon blindness. So it's like you almost can't see at a certain time, like ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's just your brain is just, it won't allow you to do that. Whereas like, oh, you know, normal people will be like, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. Whereas us are like, yeah, I'm going to do this, this, this. And then you start doing the first one. And then you're like, oh, well, this needs to be done. You just go over here and you do this one. And then what happened to the other two things?
Yeah. Well, they weren't in the calendar, so they didn't get done.
Yeah. See,
and
but like, that's
like, I've heard time blindness. I've never heard
time blindness.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also time blindness.
I feel like those are probably two similar things.
Yeah.
But I know time blindness well.
Yeah, he talked about time blindness.
I understand horizon blindness. Yeah.
It's either like either you think it's going to take way longer than it actually is going to, or you think it's going to take way less, but it's going to. That's why sometimes I'm late. And I'm like, oh, this will take 10 minutes and 30 minutes go by.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I know that all too well. But I've even started adding like leave for the thing.
That's what I have a leave timer.
Yeah.
So like in the mornings, like I have a wake up timer, and then I have a leave timer, which is 10 minutes before I actually need to leave. And so I have this 10-minute window, like put my shoes on, grab my keys, whatever else you want to dilly dally with that would typically make you late.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a struggle, you know.
Yeah. And people who don't have it are it seems very foreign to them, and it's like, this is easy. Why is this so hard for you?
Yeah. Why is it easy for you?
Why? Yeah, exactly. So he's helped me a lot. Like he specifically helps youth. He's not like a therapist or psychologist for any adults, but like knows it all.
Yeah.
And he has like all of the things.
Cool.
All of them.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
So I think he's been doing like this series on YouTube now. It's like Saturday night. Like he'll just talk for 3 minutes about like something that affected him that week. That is like one of the symptoms and how he sort of managed it.
Interesting.
And gives professional advice on it.
That's pretty much like a journal for himself. And
yeah, that too.
Right? Yeah. It makes him think of like, oh, that was probably a thing related to this, and he has to go through the process of figuring it out. Seems like a good thing to do.
Yeah, with the knowledge that he has.
Yeah.
So
right. Yeah, he's got the lens for it. That's definitely checking that out. That sounds cool.
But it's a superpower though. Especially creatively.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think so. The thing I like the most is bikes, and I think the ADHD makes me good at that. Because like a lot of my friends are like, "Oh, how do you like go so fast down these sketchy lines?" Like, I don't know. Don't you just like hyper focus and find the line? Like, no, I don't. It's like, no. Like, or have you seen that movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt where he's like a fixie bike messenger?
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
it's good.
I was like, yeah, like I get it. Like, it's not literally a line, but like, yeah, it's the tunnel vision. Like I totally get that. So yeah, there's some superpowers that I like.
Which can be great, but at times maybe you're focusing on one thing and you need to be focusing on. I battle with that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have our own deadlines and competing levels of priority, and it's hard to figure them out.
Like you might be really interested in learning this new jazz song.
I know, but
you want to hyper focus, but you
my work. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it's tough, but you know, we get by.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like I don't take my medications on the weekend because I like that.
Yeah.
Like I need a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Just creatively or to hyper focus on something I need to hyper focus on. So
what's been like I said, I had that little terminal thing. What are some tools that you've got yourself that you really like?
Google Calendar.
Yeah.
100%. I use the list apps on my phone. So it's like, because the phone's always
the reminders,
on me.
Yeah.
The reminders.
Put times on them, yeah.
So like, if I'm like, oh, I need to do this, I'll instantly put it in my reminders.
Same.
And then later, if I want to, I'll schedule it into the calendar.
Yeah.
But at least it's like one cohesive thing. And then as far as like projects, like, you know, this podcast, I use a program called Milanote. Please sponsor the podcast. It's like a great creative like project building software. And so essentially that's like my command station. I have everything from the clothing brand there, the podcast, anything I'm really working on. And it's I just like the way it sort of looks aesthetically, like it just fits
the
way I work.
Your workflow, yeah.
My workflow.
That makes sense.
and there's like these, you can set a box. Like I have an episodes box, and if you click into it, it has like your episode, previous ones, everybody's questions I want to ask you, all your information.
Yeah.
And then I zoom out and I have another box that's my checklist. So it's like, okay, make sure to turn the light on, make sure to clean the lens, make sure to clean the table off, fill the fridge up, like things like that.
Yeah, makes sense. I feel like digital organization is a thing that I don't want to say I don't struggle with, but like, yeah, it's overlooked. So, because I have so many files, then for every gig I play, I have to share them with band members and like keeping all that organized. Yeah, I don't have like a one-stop solution, but I've got lots of good systems in place,
And I'm always changing it.
Yeah, same, like fine-tuning.
Adjusting.
Yeah, your work from 5 years ago is never going to look as good as your current work,
Like the most organized person I've ever met is Jesse.
I believe it.
By far.
Yeah.
And so he's really helped me, just working with him and seeing how he organizes his projects, and not just like on the computer. I mean, like physically too. He's got this. So now it's like if I have a gig, I have a specific checklist. Because like the first time I ever worked for him, he told me to bring a certain lens that I had, and I forgot it.
Yeah.
And luckily, he's prepared, so we had backups.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't have that list, hey, bring backup lens, like I would have royally screwed him on a corporate gig. And he's like, hey, it's okay, don't worry about it, kind of thing. But so now it's like I do not check that gear off unless it's physically in the car.
Yeah.
Because it's like I think I left it at the door, and I'm like, oh, I have it, check.
Yeah.
Right.
I get that. So for me, the struggle of being a drummer is like there's so many pieces to it. I just have separate things. Like it's not a kit that gets set up at the studio. It's like, no, it lives in the cases, and that's for playing live.
Okay.
And like, because I can't handle like, where's this stand? Where's that stand?
I
It's like,
see.
No, they live in the cases,
Separated.
and they go to gigs. That's it. Like maybe I'll probably set them up this week just to like make sure everything's feeling good and in tune. Because once we start, we don't stop.
Yeah.
But like that's generally the rules. Like, nothing that's used live is used in the studio generally. Like obviously you have to make sure it's working and all that, but yeah. Because having a house and a studio, it's just like, where's this one thing I need? I don't know. And now, like, because I used to have a kit at home that was like, oh, this is like my pop wedding corporate gig kit. And then I had the jazz kit there, but then they were mixing and matching. I was like, no. All of the drums are at the studio. Everything I need's over there. Nothing's at home. I can't handle where's the things anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was always like, oh, where's the lens? It's always like, where's the thing? And it's like, I don't know. It has to be where it's supposed to be, or it won't. It just won't show up. That's what's gonna happen.
Your brain only has so much capacity.
I know. Yeah, and on top of that, I have to actually do my job, which is playing the 50 songs that I should know. Right? Yeah.
Yes, that's so impressive too. Just to memorize all that. Like obviously you have sheet music, I assume, no? Or do you just have it memorized?
No, from like I think on the drum set I don't use it. Like I go for the Charlie Brown show, I basically wrote all the parts out. Like there's a couple of resources out there, but the trick is if you listen to the record, it's like, well, what's the heads on these? What's like Ashley Maker forms? Like what changes are we going to solo over? So I went through the process, and what I like doing is I use Sibelius, and you probably have things like this in your industry. It's like it's an industry standard, and it's terrible. But one good feature about it,
Adobe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the Adobe. It's the same people that make Pro Tools. It's Avid is like the master company.
I know it all. Yeah,
and like it'll like I have like a modern computer. I have the latest like version of it, and it'll crash. And I pay them every month. It's like, oh my god,
Adobe.
yeah. So it's like the Adobe of our world. But what's cool about it? So I've done all this. The one feature that I do love is it can export all of the MIDI tracks. So I'll take those and put them into Ableton and then practice with the actual tracks in Ableton. Obviously it's MIDI and like robotic, but that's kind of a nice thing where it's like, oh, this is just the bare essential information. Because when we're actually playing, it's not that. It's like everything but that. So yeah, like that's my process. It's like I spent so much time writing it and going through it and getting like the bare essential information that is kind of like in like second nature. Like, oh, I know what these songs are like. I know the parts. But then live, I really try not to have any music, whether it's like the Charlie Brown thing or like the wedding band stuff. Actually, one of the coolest things I've got into is one of this wedding bands I was playing. What are they called? Stereo Flavor. That was a pretty high pressure gig because their sets are really long and there's no breaks and there's no click track or anything. And they do everything with your own in-ear mix, so you get to mix it. But they kind of want everything like down to like the dollar of the BPM. And so they got me to download this app that tells you like how fast you're playing live. And all the gigs I did with them, pretty much every song except two, and the two will haunt me, were like I was pretty much playing exactly to the beat with like no like variation, which is like kind of cool. And that's been like a great tool that I've gotten into.
Okay,
like
interesting.
Live BPM counter, and I was playing with like, and I just put it on the floor and you can see it. And my friend Eddie, who was he's a great piano player, Eddie Ryder. He was like, "Is that like a heart rate monitor? Because it just like it has like the thing." I was like, "No, it's like the live BPM thing."
Wow, so just telling you what you're at.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huh.
Yeah, it's great. So you're not reliant on like, oh, it clicks. Like, no, just trust yourself, and it'll tell you like, oh, you're a little hot. It's like, all right, pull it back. But hopefully you've practiced enough, and you're like on it.
Well, that makes me think too. Like, I wonder eventually if you have like a little AI in your ear, and it's just like, hey, going too fast. Oh, it's like talking to you, almost
I would
like
hate that. I would hate
right?
that
You
so
would hate
much.
that?
Yeah. But I'm sure we get like, I know
Like a
they make watches and stuff that like have like haptic feedback, and people say they like them. I haven't used them, but
Interesting.
there's tools out there. But for me, it's like almost nothing. If I could have everything memorized always, that would
That's
be
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like not having music in front of me. Like I can read it and I like writing it, but I think in the moment I like to have nothing and just the thing that is happening here now.
So what, like when the season hits, like does it come back to you pretty quickly?
Oh yeah. So I purposely put it off until yesterday being the first. I was like, I'm not going to look at it because last year we did so many shows.
Yeah.
And even on show days, I'll still go through the record. The record's only 34 minutes. It's short. So I always go through it once a day. And then when we play the show, we do it as an hour. But yeah, it comes back to me, and like because I've done it before, it'll come back. But yeah, and I do it once a day, like on show days. Actually, no, I do it once a day every day through the whole season, just to keep it sharp, you know.
And are you practicing a lot with your bandmates or?
No,
Just show up and
not
play?
at all. Yeah, like I trust.
That's
them.
crazy to me. Yeah,
It does sound crazy, right? Yeah.
I had another guy on. That's what he does. I'm like, when they learn a new song, they will just learn it individually.
Yeah.
And sometimes on the day, it's the first time they've played together.
Yeah.
That new song and just knock it out
That's
of the
kind
park.
of I think every industry has its dirty secrets. That's probably ours. Like, yeah, like we're just gonna do it live, or you could have like some of the wedding bands I play. It's like, yes, maybe we've never met, and we're just showing up and doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Something goes wrong. You're like, it's a solo.
Yeah, with jazz it's a lot easier. With the
Right.
wedding band stuff, it's like, well, these are pretty specific arrangements, and you had to learn the part. And there was a note that said change the key, and like I've seen some train wrecks, but luckily I don't learn things in other keys. It's someone in the band. It's like, oh, you didn't do your homework.
Yeah. And like even me as a guest at a wedding, I may not even notice.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally, yeah.
You will.
Yeah,
But I might
Yeah,
not.
for sure.
So-
but actually, I do keep track of those because I do sample pad stuff. So it's like, oh, it had a note. It's like, yeah, we changed the key on this, and it's like a Dua Lipa thing where like I start the song with the sample. So it's like, oh, I have to pitch shift it, and just do your homework.
Yeah.
Like,
do your homework.
That's the lesson of the day. Always do your homework.
Yeah, I think like I like that concept of like it's sort of Jesse's concept, but like if you're prepared, it allows you to just do the thing.
Yeah, you can relax.
You can relax and really settle
yeah,
into it,
yeah.
hyper focus per
Yeah,
se.
be a stress ball at home and do all the hard stuff at home, and then on the day out, just have a good time.
Yeah.
Let it happen.
Yeah, not worry about a out of tune drum or
Yeah.
equipment gone wrong or
Yeah, and,
If you've
and that'll
done your-
happen. That reminds me, on my to-do list in my head, I was like, oh, I should keep a second snare this year, just in case.
in
Not
case
gonna-
the bead snap.
Yeah, actually, I have a picture of this. I was playing at like Queen and Spadina with that band that's like the high intensity band, and like my kick pedal was acting up. I was like, I don't like the feeling of this, so I bought a second one because it's at Queen's. But I went to Steve's, bought like a backup pedal. And sure enough, the main one failed. I was like, oh, no problem. I got one. I put it in, and it failed. Like the
No.
beater came off, and I have a picture of it, and it came off on like the encore, which was like Don't Stop Believing, which was like really kick heavy. But luckily, if you can picture the drums for Don't Stop Believing, it's easy to get by because there's lots of toms in it.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is why I bought a second pedal.
And it still
and
broke.
and I sent a picture to my buddy John Plett. It's like, look at this, and it's like a picture of both the pedals on the ground, one with a beater off. I think both had no beaters on. It's like this one. Which one was the backup?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah. So even when you prepare too,
things happen. Yeah, and then,
I've had that happen with like hard drives. I had
yeah, right, like computers.
I had
yeah.
2 identical backups, and I was like, that should be enough,
Yeah,
Kept one in a separate location, and the initial one crashed. So I'm like, okay, buy a brand new one, and I'm gonna back the backup up so there's 2 copies
Yeah.
again, and the backup crashed, and I lost like some client footage I was actively working on a project for.
No.
And I'm like, so I send it in. It's like $300, $500, whatever to recover, and like they recovered maybe 70% of it, but
Oh,
some of it
wow.
was client work. I still got by,
Yeah.
but it's like even then, it's like okay.
Sometimes
I guess
just
I
like
need
it's
like
out of your hands. Like you had 2 backups. Like I
What more
bought
can
a
I
backup
do?
pedal. Like I don't know what to do. I'm not bringing 3 pedals. Like that's crazy.
I have
Yeah.
triplet hard drives now.
Yeah.
It's like
Live and learn.
I mean, really, I want to build a server, but it's just like you're looking
Yeah.
at 10 grand to do a proper server, and
It's the whole thing.
yeah, and you never know, house fire, right? Like,
Yeah.
luckily, I had all my hard drives in a waterproof gun safe.
Oh, cool. Like a Pelican or something?
No, like a gun safe.
Cool.
Looks like a
Yeah.
metal refrigerator.
Smart.
Yeah, because like down here was like an ankle deep of water.
Oh, wow.
And so I thought everything was toast. I thought I lost 10 years of stuff.
Yeah.
So like now I back stuff up and I like give one to my parents and keep one in a separate location.
I should do that.
Because you just never know.
Yeah.
Like you don't think your house will ever catch fire, but
I'm just cloud right now, but I'm not doing like big files
cloud's
like you.
fine, yeah.
Because it's like just Sibelius files and MP3s. Like they're not raw files. Like there's nothing massive.
like when I edit, any active projects, I have them going to a cloud as well as a hard drive.
For
So
sure.
in case anything happens, it's saved.
If the cloud fails,
We're
we
all
we
fucked.
got bigger problems.
Yeah, we're all screwed. It's not gonna matter. So
Yeah, at that point.
yeah, man. Well, this is great. So you do weddings too? So
Yeah.
people can hire you for weddings?
Yeah. I don't have any of the
Lessons?
weddings, lessons, basically like all live music. But these days it's mostly just focusing on Glenn Paul Trio, which is my jazz project, because I don't have any releases as a leader, and that's something I want to change in the new year. So yeah, right now it's just Glenn Paul Trio with all these dates coming up. The wedding stuff, I generally try not to do it myself. Like I'll click yes on an email and show it and play drums for you, but like I try not to book those myself. Like it'll be for like family, friends.
Yeah.
But lessons, it's like one-on-one lessons, and
Yeah.
I only have like 3 virtual clients, but they're all nearby, and then the rest I do either at my studio or I go to in-homes, and it's like in West Hamilton or Dundas. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Your studio's in Hamilton?
Yeah, and
Nice.
by like the general hospital, it's just like a little rehearsal space.
Sweet.
Got like 7 drum kits there.
Nice.
It's kind of crazy, yeah.
Do you have capacity? Do you have
Yeah.
room for more people?
I feel like I don't, but even when I don't, I'm like, yeah, I could take 3 more.
So-
Or if I don't, I actually have a couple other teachers now. So
Okay.
I am trying to offload the work.
I'm
to
just
them.
like,
Yeah.
should people message
Yeah,
you? Or?
they can absolutely message
Okay.
me. I can always squeeze people in
Okay.
when I can. Or if I can't, I have people that are great as well. And
Nice.
so yeah.
Is all your info like on your Instagram, like Glenn Paul Music, your emails
it's
there?
all, it's all on my Instagram or website. So
Okay.
info@glenpaulmusic.com is my email, or
Nice.
my website's Glenn Paul Music, and then Instagram, I think it's glenpaul.music.
Okay.
I have a TikTok that's probably not very active, but I do have one. It's probably got like 1,000 like things on it that I haven't checked, and
So do I. Like I post this on TikTok, but it hasn't really grown.
it's just not for me.
It's
Like,
not for me either,
yeah.
but I do. It's just part of the thing.
Yeah.
Part of the thing.
I might open the app today, see what's
Yeah.
going on over there. I don't know.
And are you fully booked for your Christmas?
Yeah, for this year,
Yeah.
I think the only date, I think we have 2 open: Thursday, November 27th, and Friday, December 12th. So other than that, pretty much booked solid. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, if anybody has a venue and wants to book a Charlie Brown Christmas,
you know my email.
those are the 2 dates.
Yeah. As of the time of this recording, that could change when it gets uploaded.
Yeah, let's set it up. So when's the first show?
The very first show is at Mohawk College at the Arnie. Looking forward
Sick.
to that one. And then the first weekend, I'm really looking forward to, because the very first like main venue is Crown and Press, is where it all started.
Yeah.
And then that Sunday, so I got 2 at the Crown and Press Friday, Saturday. Then that Sunday we're at the Westdale Theater, which will be our biggest venue to date. And it's like I walk by it all the time. It's like a 5-minute walk from my house. So
Yeah.
that'll be cool.
Pretty ideal.
Yeah, I've never played there. I've played there with other bands, but this will be the first time as Glenn Paul Trio. So
Yeah.
yeah, really I'm looking forward to all of them, but that one they're all kind of special in their own way.
Yeah.
I got one up in Owen Sound that we're firming up, and I haven't been there since 2021. So yeah,
I like grew up going there in the summer one time.
yeah,
It's a cute little town.
It is. Yeah, I kind of like all small town Ontarios. Yeah, I like all the places we're gonna go. It's gonna
Yeah.
be great. Yeah,
Unreal, man. And I'm gonna show these.
you got the tickets.
And then we're gonna be giving away these tickets to the Lighthouse Theater in Port Dover. And I have 7 tickets here, and you can go see Glenn for free. For free.
Yeah.
And then what is the date on this again? This is does it say? December 13th.
Yeah,
Yep, 7:30.
cool.
Yeah, man. This is great. Thanks for doing this too.
Thanks
I always
for
try to
having
do
me.
little giveaways and
Yeah,
stuff because
it
people
makes
just get
sense.
excited about
Yeah.
it. And
I appreciate that. And then I think there's a couple for you as well, so it'll be great.
Yeah,
awesome.
I might just okay.
And Jesse will be there.
There's
as well.
5. There's 5 tickets I'm giving away.
Perfect. The math checks out.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Appreciate you coming on, taking the time and driving from Hamilton.
Oh, not
I
a
know
problem.
it's a bit of a drive. But,
Yeah, it's always nice on a beautiful Sunday.
Right.
Don't mind getting in the car.
yeah. It's not rush. It's not like Toronto rush
No,
hour. So
it's not the 400.
yeah. Man. Fantastic. Anything you want to talk about before we like wrap things up?
No, I think that's it. I'll
base.
see you guys at the Lighthouse Theater December 13th.
December 13th, 7:30.
Or I can check my website for all of the dates. I don't know how many there are, but there's definitely more than 20. We're going as far as Owen Sound, Collingwood, Port Coburn, Welland, Toronto,
Yep.
Hamilton.
That's a big
yeah,
area.
It's a Newmarket. Like, yeah, we're all over. So we'll see you somewhere between November 27th and December 22nd.
Nice. Okay, you heard it. Go see his Charlie Brown Christmas. It's
thanks for
gonna be
having me,
fantastic.
man.
Yeah, absolutely,
This is
man.
great. This is
Yeah.
perfect.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, have a good Christmas season, everybody.
Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Hey you, you're listening to Just Drew, Just Drew, Just Drew.